A new resolution cementing President Xi Jinping's power in the Chinese Communist Party, setting the stage for a possible lifetime in leadership. But despite China's human rights abuses and military aggression, the White House is more interested in brokering climate deals.
How, in the several months of meetings behind the scenes with China, did you bring up some of those very contentious issues, such as the use of forced labor?
That's not my lane here. That's my job is to be the climate guy.
That, of course, our favorite climate envoy, John Kerry. This, of course, our favorite Asia expert, senior fellow at the Gatestone Institute, author of The Coming Collapse of China and The Great U.S.-China Tech War, Gordon Chang. Gordon, great to see you. Are you worried that this action increases our chances of conflict with the Chinese?
Oh, certainly. You know, we have John Kerry, and it's just his comments are inexplicable because on September 22nd, he gave that infamous Bloomberg interview where he said, oh, you know, we're going to trade away human rights for climate. So he's not keeping his story straight. And Beijing sees this. They see the incoherence in the Biden administration, the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan, the conflicting statements on Taiwan, and they believe that they can push the United States around. So you're absolutely right about that. The possibility of conflict is much higher than it's been in a very long time.
Even if you are singularly focused on climate change like this White House is, shouldn't they shift focus just for the time being to things like, oh, I don't know, the Chinese Navy, now much larger than the U.S. Navy, things like the human rights abuses?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, China is threatening the United States like it hasn't in a long time. And it's not just the size of their Navy. It's their deliberately spreading disease. They're deliberately selling fentanyl into the United States. You go through the list of things that have resulted in infections in the U.S. as well as deaths. And, you know, if you don't impose costs on China, then they'll continue these malicious attacks on our society. So the Biden administration obviously needs to look at something beyond climate because Americans are dying.
We've got only a minute left. Big picture. You say China is in trouble and you worry that this wounded animal could be particularly dangerous to us. Why?
Well, first of all, you've got simultaneous crises. You've got a stagnating economy, the rolling power outages, COVID-19 outbreaks, which are accelerating, food shortages, a restive population, deteriorating environment. I think that Xi Jinping is going to look for an enemy. Mao Zedong did the same thing in 1966, but he couldn't plunge the world into war. Xi Jinping, because of that large navy that you talked about, he can do that. We've got to be extremely concerned what China will do next.
Quick follow-up, though. Do the Chinese people support Xi Jinping?
Actually, I think that they are really wary right now. They don't like military misadventure abroad. So we can deter China, but we're not deterring China. And we know that because of what China is actually saying about Biden and about the United States.
Gordon, it's always an education that you are not getting anywhere else when you are on our program. We appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Have a great weekend.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.